right, we'll go ahead and kick things off. Start here with Tina and Stewie. Jeff, why don't you kick us off? Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Stewie. First one is a two-part question. Does Emma Miesemann have any weaknesses in her game? And then part two of that is just talk about her performance overall.
Yeah, I mean, Emma is just a really solid player. Very consistent.
I found
smart.
this on the web. For first one is a 2.2-part question.
But I mean, I think that the thing you want to do with her is make her defend, make her guard. I think that, sometimes she's gonna make tough moves, tough plays, but we're in the WNBA and we have great players, and make her guard on the other end.
And for Tina, what positives can you take from this game? And is this a game that could help you guys down the road, like if you were to match up with Chicago in the playoffs?
We definitely had opportunities to win the game. That's something that Sue was harping on after the game and just letting us know. Same thing with Noe. Just possessions away, setting hard screens away, making the extra pass away. All those little details that we need to take in moving forward.
And
Thanks,
last
Jeff.
one. Okay.
Thanks, Jeff. Maz, go ahead.
Yeah, just going back on that, Tina. The defensive rebounding, is that something y'all have to take a look at? Did you guys talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. Controlling the boards is definitely important. That's something that they was doing. That's how they got back into the game when it was like we were up 7-0. Then throughout the course of the game, just staying on the boards. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then Brianna, just ball movement. What was your take in terms of how y'all moved the ball on offense?
I think that there was moments where we were moving the ball really well, and there was moments where we got stagnant and kind of just watching one another try to go to work. And I think that, obviously when we're at our best is when we're moving well together, playing on a string together. Look, obviously this game didn't go the way we wanted it to, but we learn, we grow, and we go on to the next.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Maz. Yeah, Scott, go ahead. Scott Hansen.
Yeah, Brianna, did you think you guys would win the game when you made the basket to pull it in 2 points? Do you feel like you guys were in a pretty good spot at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we were in a great spot. I think that, we had a couple plays that didn't go in our favor down the stretch, which is always tough. But, to kind of weather their storm, be up, like Tina said, 7-0, then come back, us come back, felt like momentum was on our side. We were getting the stops we needed. We just couldn't execute on offense.
Does this game, I know you didn't win, but you played at a tough time against the best team in the league. Is this, you feel like it can beat anybody after, obviously you guys are good anyway, but does this help your confidence at all?
I think we're confident anyways.
Right.
All right, thanks, Scott. Christos, go ahead.
Hello, ladies. Hope you're doing well. Tina, despite the outcome of today's game, what did you say about the defensive effort? How satisfied you are about the progress that you made as a team on the defensive effort?
Yeah, I think that's something that we did really well. Our assistant coach Perry just said, we need to reward ourselves because we were just working so hard on the defensive end and getting stops, but we weren't coming up with scores at times, or we were turning over the ball or going too fast. And they were definitely doing well on the defensive end, making us uncomfortable. There's a bunch of times where they were the aggressor. They had us turning our backs. But yeah, I thought we did a good job on the defensive end as much as we could.
Thank you very much. And for you, Stewie, the takeaways of that game, what would you like to keep, or what would you like to change to make this team better as the season goes on? Now, speaking about the team's effort overall.
I think what we need to just continue to get better at is understanding one another's spots, making reads, obviously rebounding. That's on me. I didn't rebound basically at all today. So making sure that, we get that one stop defensively so then we can go on offense.
Thank you very much.
Jake here in the room.
Yeah, obviously Chicago's missing Sloot, who's their leader for general. What about this team allows them, to continue success without, one of their key players? So that's very difficult to do.
I'll just say they're, just like Seattle, the core of their team has been together for a very long time. I want to say the core of that team has been together for a really long time. And, Candace is a selfless player, so it allows them to still play the same way that they were doing and just inserting her. Julie Aldman, she's nobody to look down upon. She's a solid guard, which we know, playing for the Belgium team, having a good relationship with Emma. So yeah, so they're a solid team all the way around. It's always next man up mentality.
All right, thanks everybody, appreciate it. We'll have coaching here in just a few minutes. All right, coach, just open this up here kind of with your thoughts on today's game. Tough loss here in Chicago.
Chicago's tough in all facets of the game. I thought we started off the game well. I thought they stayed poised and made a run. And within everything, still very couple of possessions game down the stretch. All in all, I thought we defended well enough to win a team that's high power, like Chicago, scoring 78, holding into 78 is very good. So good things to take out of this game, but also got to continue to build and improve.
Scott, let's open it up with you. Go ahead, Scott.
Did you feel like the rebounding was an issue today? Is that how you saw it too?
I agree. Rebounding is huge, and if we want to play an elite level championship caliber teams, they rebound at a high clip and rebound efficiently.
How happy were you to get off that kind of a start? You had an early morning game at 9 a.m. and in your body time to get off that kind of start. Were you surprised?
Not surprised, just because I know our group is professional and locked in. It was good to see offensive rhythm.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Scott. And Jeff Brown, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, just wondering, even despite the loss, is this kind of a game that can help you guys down the road, like in the playoffs, if you match up with Chicago again?
I think so. Obviously, not playing with Sloot is a different beast. But knowing that Chicago's a standard, right? They won a championship last year. They're in first place right now for a reason. And to see how we stand up and compete and match up with them, it is good to see it right now because there are a lot of implications for postseason, but still got a ways to improve.
And then kind of a two-parter, does Emma Miesemann really have any weaknesses in her game? And just talk about her performance overall today.
It's interesting because the one thing I would point to is just her not taking a lot of threes, but then she's so efficient everywhere else. She's very strong in the paint offensively, averages about 10 plus points within that range. And she's capable of hitting shots and an excellent rebounder and just plays the game with her mind and very just solid defensively. So she's an all-around great player.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Maz, go ahead.
Yeah, coach, on the rebounding, did they pull you away from the basket? Was that part of the reason, or what, especially defensive wise? Where really was the breakdown there? Was it ball recognition when the shot went up?
I think first and foremost, especially on the offensive end, is just a matter of, getting to bodies and gang rebounding. We went zone a couple of possessions, and I know Azric got an old board, and that's kind of expected within a zone, though you want to finish out plays with rebounds. Just wanted to throw them off rhythm after a timeout. But I don't know. I think it's, teams know how to rebound outside of their area, and I think we have players who do that. And so it's just a matter of rebounding to me is just your effort and your ability to just your want to go chase down balls and get those. So 42%, that's pretty effective, but there are some misses I think that we can get on the offensive side, and conversely they didn't miss much, but the ones that they do, I think we have to do a better job of limiting teams to one possession.
You didn't get the one stop you needed. Any concern, or more of a learning to take a breakdown on film and see how you can improve on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because defensively, our defense sustained us multiple shot clock violations throughout the game, hands on balls, steals, forcing turnovers, 16 points out of those turnovers. So our defense did some great things today. But again, I think there were timely possessions of defense and offense that that didn't go our way.
Thanks, Boz. Let's go with Hunter. Hunter, go ahead.
Coach, obviously you were talking before knowing that Chicago was leading the standings. Did you feel that you played Seattle Storm basketball today, or do you feel that the team was maybe pressing a little bit at times to just really secure a difficult victory?
No, I thought our defense was the way in which we want to play. That's our standard. Offensively, I don't think that we were pressing as much as I don't think that we were in a great flow. I don't remember, the ball moving and as sharply as we normally do. The other aspect of it is though we were getting defensive stops, a few of those shot clock possessions, it didn't allow us to run in transition, and that's where we're at our best. And so I don't know where our fast break points were low, about 9. I think we weren't getting that portion of our offense. And so when you say Seattle Storm basketball, I thought for the most part, we locked in on one side of the floor, but we weren't pressing. I just don't think the ball was moving in as sharply as it normally does.
And Coach, obviously Chicago's leading the league. They're the best team in the league right now. But how do you guys feel that you match up personally with them? And would you say that Chicago would be the Storm's toughest matchup so far this season, personnel-wise?
Honestly, every game has been difficult for us if you think about what we've been through. Chicago's very good. They're the defending champs, and they're that for a reason. And I do like the way I like our matchups in a variety of different ways. And again, without Vandersloot on the floor, it's another key matchup to add that's difficult. So again, kudos to them. They're playing some good basketball.
Thanks, Coach. Safe travels.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hunter. Christos, go ahead.
Hello, Coach. Hope you're doing well. Those types of games with teams like Sky are a playoff atmosphere games for you. You approach it like a playoff preparation for playoffs, maybe.
Definitely. Just because, they're in the latter part of our season, and especially, every game matters, but the upper echelon teams are the ones that, people are saying are going to be in the finals and the postseason. And so it's good to see how we match up to them. And today, 4-point game, we're right there, but we're not quite there.
And also speaking about defense, despite the outcome on today's game, what did you like most about the approach and the intensity that your team brought on the table on the defensive end?
I liked it a lot. I liked the fact that we were into bodies. I liked our activity. I liked our communication a lot. And again, I just point to, I think there were just timely possessions where we give up the quickly 3 on the wing. I think Copper, a deep corner 3 late game. So though, throughout the entire game, there's some great signs. It's just like in critical moments, we have to lock in a little bit more.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Christos. Let's take a question here in the room. Oh, you're good?
You're
All right,
good.
then we are good.
All
Thank
right.
you, everybody. We'll see you guys on Friday in Phoenix.
I thought that you meant others.